Hey guys, welcome back. It is week 2, day 8. We're going to be doing shoulders and back today, a little bit of biceps and some forearms to finish it off. I'm going to start off with some band assisted pull ups. We're going to do maybe a set of 10 just to get the blood pumping. It's pouring rain today, like 26 degrees, super humid outside. AC is not on. Makes for a very intense workout session. I'm gonna warm up shoulders a little bit. Diet's going well. Still got to work on. Probably going to come down another 5 pounds or so. We'll have a really good look at what we need to focus on after this series. Okay, let's go for our first working set. We're going to be going for 12. See where we get. Definitely no back pain from the last couple days. Having 1 day of rest really makes a huge difference. My calves feel amazing now. I actually ran on my walk this morning up the hills, so feeling good. Whew. That's 9. Whew. Been on low carb for about 5 days in a row now. I'm just starting to refeed, so the energy is going to come back slowly. You only go so many days on low carb before your body gets really fed up with it, at least mine. We do a little refeed, get the glycogen back where it needs to be. Probably 2 days of decent carbs, and then we'll be cutting again. See if we get that last 5 pounds off. If you're curious why I'm doing such narrow grip on these pull-ups, it just really focuses on the lats themselves. You got a nice big stretch right at the top, full internal rotation, and then tuck in the pocket, or there's the elbows right down into the pocket. Just makes the lats drive the movement a lot more, as opposed to like a wide grip pull-up. It's going to work more of your upper back and your lower traps. Whew. Call that one 6.5. I'm going to switch into some one-arm pullovers. Start off with feeler set, 5 each side. Always try to set at an angle, really stretch those lats out. Let the blood work its way in. We get ready for our next working set. It's 12. It's going for 10. Unilateral movements always feel really weird to me. So feel like I'm all pumped up on one side and tiny on the other. Okay, we'll switch sides. I know I'm going a little bit out of body position, but I'm maintaining that. So the tension on my lat is what's driving me to stand up. Once the strap stops pulling, it's when you stand up to get the full range of motion, but you still maintain that tension because it's the band. It's definitely not locked in place. I don't think there's any geometry that'll actually hold your arm at its side, preventing it from extending. It's all in the lat muscle. It's not like locking out a press where you're stacking your joints and you've got geometry to work with you. The only thing keeping this by my side is that muscle tension. Although you don't get the best stretch doing it this way, I got plenty of stretch doing the pull-up, so this is more for the contraction part. One more. Whew. If you really feel the teres contraction on that one as well. And pullovers are my favorite lat exercise because there's nothing else helping. Your triceps have to be strong to stabilize the movement, but above a certain point, you don't even really feel them working. From there, we're going to be going into some shoulders and Bradford's again. I really like Bradford's. It's a nice constant tension movement. Keeps your shoulders nice and healthy as well. We'll be doing 3 sets, going for 9 on each set. We'll see if we can do some more. Shoulders are pretty well healed now as well from last week. They only really get sore for half a day or so, if at all. The one thing I'm really excited about is my calves are no longer hurting. Not at all. I can stretch them, I can jump, I can touch them. It's night and day. Sometimes you need one good recovery day. Oh. 11 on the first set. Me just realizing I didn't take any pre-workout today at all. Pump's still pretty good though. Also, I've decided that I'm gonna work towards competing. I'm gonna try and do classic physique naturally. It'll probably be a year or so before I can gain size to be competitive, but I'm gonna cut down in this 45 days, see how lean I can get, see what I need to work on. Right now, as far as I'm concerned, I need a little bit bigger biceps. I need to work on my back a lot more for sure, and then I need to bring my legs back up to where they were. Let pump set in. Boys, naturally, I gotten very good pumps. Made a bunch of sourdough yesterday and been eating that, trying to carb back up. Been pretty depleted over the last week and a half or so. I really feel the difference in the energy, but I've lost, I've gained 2 pounds, but I lost my love handles and a lot of what was going on down here. Still got a bit to go for sure. Got a wicked bug bite on my walk this morning. Super freaking itchy. Had no idea what it was. Just a little fly of some kind. We got so many deer flies and horse flies, and mosquitoes, and all sorts of nonsense up here. And it's raining today, so they're out in force. Probably part of the reason why I turned some of my walk into a run today through some of the more woodsy areas. I just want to get the hell away from all the flies. Okay, that pump's worked in. We're gonna go for a second working set. Again, I'm aiming for 9 or so. See if we can get 11 like we did on the last one. You know what? I get my rear delts firing before I start the next set. Let the blood work into the rear delts a little bit. Okay, let's go into our second working set of Bradfords. Let's take a quick break. Fleming Fitness on YouTube, new channel. I need 50 subscribers on there so I can live stream on there. Flem.fit on Instagram. I need 1,000 subscribers or followers on Instagram to live stream on there. Their live stream service is a lot higher quality than the Facebook one. FlemFit, all capitals, FlemFit 10 for Nutritology.com, 10% off all site wide. Creatine, theanine, collagen, all the supplements that you need, Canadian made, fast shipping. Let's get into this working set here. It's 11. Wait a couple seconds, reactivate the rear delts. one of the exercises I don't log at all. I mentioned this in one of my other videos, but it's hard to standardize where you're actually grabbing the band. So I use it as just an auxiliary exercise to make sure that my rear delts are nice and pumped. There's lots of blood there. It's like telling your body you want to use them. Not happy. Oh, such a shedder. Going to our last working set of Bradfords, and after that we're going to be moving on to narrow grip barbell curls. Ooh, work that inner lobe of the bicep. I don't know if it's the long head or the short head. Let's see, probably the longer of the two. Another advantage of doing narrow grip on the barbell is you almost get to use your body as a preacher curl. So you really don't have anything else helping you pull that bar up. Okay. Last one. 9. Whew. Just thinking about dinner now. Whew, almost time. Okay, let's go on our first working set. Already did pull-ups. Biceps are still warm. Don't have to do much of a feeler or warm up for this. If I was going heavier, if I was doing preacher curls, I'd probably go for a couple of feeler sets, but these are just some nice squeezing sets. Papaya, papaya. It's dinner time. Let's get it. Team. 16. That blood work its way in. Another advantage to narrow barbell curls is it really forces that supination. It puts a lot of tension right on the bicep. Gonna go right into our second working set. My elbows are very close to touching. Whew. 14 on that one. Okay, let's go into our last working set for biceps. Then after that, we're going to be doing some forearm curls, and that'll be it for the day. Use code FLEMFIT10, all capitals, nutritology.com, all your supplement needs. Creatine is super affordable. They just came out with like 1 serving size 5-gram creatine sticks as well, if you feel like you need to do it on the go. Less mess that way as well. I know the creatine is really, really fine, so every single scoop you take out of that bucket, sometimes it will go all over the place. But to each their own. I prefer the bulk size. It's got 2,000 servings in it, so or 200 servings. If you were taking 5 grams a day, that's like 3/4 of a year right there in one tub for like what, $30, $40. Can't really go wrong on that. Okay, let's go into our last working set. That bug bite, ultra itchy. Energy's fading really quickly today. I don't know if that's because I didn't take my pre-workout or I made a little bit of extra effort running on my up the hills today. But once I carb up tonight, I should have a little bit more energy for tomorrow, I hope. A little bit of low energy ain't gonna stop me though. Ooh. Ooh, it's 14. Ooh. Ooh. We're gonna move into some standing wrist curls. I like to work my extensors on the wrist curls as well. I know a lot of people who just work the inside, but I find all the coolest muscles in the forearm, or the best looking ones, are all on your extensor, on the extensor side. So there's only so much you can do to that. grab some water. The one major benefit about working out at home is you keep the water in the fridge, so it's nice and refreshing every time. Oh, okay, let's get right into it. Seventeen, 20. My goal on that one was 14. I ended up getting all the way to 20. I think of all the strength that's coming back, the forearm strength is coming back fastest for sure. Used them for 12 years, so it's not really surprising, but food for thought. You'd be really surprised how crazy muscle memory is. I'm down 20 pounds since my last bulk, and my strength has dropped off. Not as much as you would think. forearm pump is absolutely diabolical. Lose ability to use my hands very fast. Going to our second working set. Ooh, 21. Used to suffer from some tricep tendonitis really bad, and like where I couldn't do any overhead tricep movements at all. But once you start working your forearms, a lot of people don't realize a lot of these forearm muscle wraps around your elbow joint and attaches in behind it, like in underneath your bicep, and just it all wraps in around your elbow. So you strengthen all these muscles that are wrapped in there and they're used to moving properly and freely. You create a little bit more space in your elbow for your tendons to move around, and you don't get it inflamed as much. Just reinforces really good geometry. If you're always just sitting curling, pushing, and you're not really moving your wrists around and working your forearm muscles, they get kind of stagnant in there. And I think that's a very large contributor to elbow pain. As soon as you start working your forearms, most of that stuff goes away. It's just like when I was sitting on my butt playing video games for 4 months, I had some crazy tendon pain in my left knee from doing nothing, because I was sitting on my chair and my femurs are just, or not my femurs, but my shin bones are just hanging off of your knee joint, just pulling it open like that, hanging on the ligaments essentially. So in order to actually get rid of that pain, you have to move your knees. You got to walk around. A lot of people start to hurt and they think, oh, I'm just gonna have to, like, I'm gonna stop working it. I'm gonna stop doing things because it's sore, right? I need to fix this. But what you need to do is get up and start moving around like a human being again. Most of the time, it's that simple. Obviously, genetics, sleep, recovery, all has to do with that. But if you're sleeping well and eating well and moving well, your body's going to reward you for it. That's my philosophy on it anyway. In first-hand experience, I've had lots of sedentary in my life. When I was younger, I slipped a couple discs in my lower back and found out I had a sacralization, so I'm missing a vertebrae in the bottom, and sitting down doing nothing is what made it the worst. Going out and and doing hinging movements. The one thing that I hated to do because my back was sore all the time when I was doing it. So I just started light and I started doing deficit straight leg deadlifts and really working that pelvis up and down, and doing, when I'm doing my ab work on my pull-up bar, I'm doing my knees to elbows and then flaring my back on the way down. You have to work the muscles around the joints that are sore, or they're never going to be good for you. They're just, why your body is something that's extremely adaptable. It's going to adapt to sitting still. Okay, enough talking. Let's do this last set of forearms. I'm going to work on some posing, not on stream. Got a better eye than mine to take a look at some of the poses and help me out a little bit. As I said, I'm aspiring. I'm gonna try competing next year. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put everything I can into it and see where we go. Man, does that ever get the forearms burning. Fat distribution is crazy. Fucking arms are always been so lean. Everything is like in a small donut right here. That's it. It's the only place it ever accumulates. Okay. Well, that's it for today, guys. Don't forget to go to Nutritology.com. FlameFit10, all capitals, 10% off all your supplement needs. I will see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Peace out.